I believe in today's modern culture, we just don't have a healthy doctrine of work. So much of our worldview has been influenced and tainted by the world that the idea of just having a job, yes, a regular 9 to 5, is so problematic that we can't even settle within ourselves that Christians are supposed to work. Let me first read to you. Let's say these are the circumstances. Unwilling to work or remain gainfully employed to contribute. Doing illicit things that are sketchy at best, illegal at worst. Unsettled, to where the older the person gets, it's like the more immature they get. They're not showing signs of being a stable, functioning adult. I'm going to read to you what 1 Thessalonians 4:9-12 admonishes us to do. And this is what believers are supposed to be by default. Y'all still with me? All right. Y'all still with me. Awesome. Now concerning brotherly love, this is the Apostle Paul writing to the church at Thessalonica. He says, now concerning brotherly love, you have no need for anyone to write to you, for you yourselves have been taught by God to love one another. For that indeed is what you are doing to all the brothers throughout Macedonia. So he starts out talking about love, but then he goes, but we urge you, brothers, to do this more and more, and to aspire to live quietly and to mind your own affairs and to work with your hands as we instructed you, so that you may walk properly before outsiders and be dependent on no one. This is important because I believe in today's modern culture, we just don't have a healthy doctrine of work. So much of our worldview has been influenced and tainted by the world that the idea of just having a job, yes, a regular 9 to 5, is so problematic that we can't even settle within ourselves that Christians are supposed to work. All people, because if you don't work, you don't eat, is supposed to work. But we've demonized this idea of the 9 to 5. And I'm going to tell you why I think that is. I think it's because reality TV has led us to believe that everybody's supposed to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's supposed to be the boss, and we glowing up and we leveling up and just working a job, living quietly, working and being peaceful, minding your business, going home and handling your family. That ain't sexy no more. And it ain't glamorous. And I believe it comes from the modern culture that is bought into the lie that is perpetuated by social media and reality TV. Because there's no reason why at 35, 40 years old, you should be aspiring to be a rapper as opposed to this offensive. I know this gonna cut some people, but hear me out. Let me get it out first before you come for me. When you are married and you have children, matter of fact, let me just move it away. I'm gonna do it. It ain't y'all, it's me. At 44, if I had dreams of being a ballerina, once I decide to be a wife and start popping out them kids, my ballerina days, that season has passed. Okay, that season has passed. It doesn't even make sense for me to spend my time trying to be a ballerina because I'm too old. I'm too old and I'm too big, and I'm just not ballerina-esque any longer. My focus needs to be on serving my husband, loving my children, and raising my children. And I'm gonna have to put my dreams of being a ballerina on the back burner because that's not where we are right now. The family is counting on me to disciple them and shepherd them, and the ballerina dreams just are incompatible to the life that I've chosen for myself. The same goes, no offense, for a man. we cannot embrace these seasons of delayed adolescence because we see the culture. We see people like Lil Scrappy and all these other rappers who give you this glamorized view of you can be 40 and be a rapper. It's doable for you. I'm not saying you can't. What I'm saying is it sustainable enough to take care of your family right now without putting the family in harm's way? And two, are you doing this for the glory of God, or because in your 20s you didn't get to live that life and now you just trying to relive a season that's past? Men have a unique responsibility to lead and guide their families. And that requires duty and sacrifice and discipline. And I'm not saying that, the desire to be a Christian rapper needs to be something you need to throw by the wayside. What I'm saying is there's a small percentage of people who are going to attain the level of success, so much so that is the sole way that they're going to be able to provide for their family. Very few men have been able to do it. And the one that has done it, he done apostatized and he out here champion Stacey Abrams. Do I need to drop a name? Do I need to drop a name? So what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with working. But I believe the modern culture, a lot of our younger members of the culture don't have a healthy doctrine of work, and their view of what is honorable and good has been distorted because reality TV makes it seem like it's so easy and that everybody can be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying everybody can't, but there's also nothing wrong with working a job. But what people don't understand is that entrepreneur life hits different. You will work harder for yourself than you do ever working at anybody's job. And if you already are not demonstrating discipline, structure, tenacity, sacrifice, meaning I have to forego my immediate wants right now, like I gotta forego that and sacrifice that for this other goal. Like if you can't even demonstrate that working for somebody's job, the chances that you'll be a successful business owner are very, very small. If you have not demonstrated an ability to be a good steward over the little job, just the little job, you're not going that same mindset and lack of structure and discipline and tenacity. It's going to transfer over when you work for yourself, and it's going to be a disaster. So here's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying don't pursue entrepreneurship. I've been down that path. Been on that path for a very, very long time. But what I'm telling you is it is a mindset that comes with that, and it comes from being a good employee before you think about being an employer. But that was a little side bonus note for y'all that I wanted to give you. So